Doc, siguro bago natin pag-usapan yung details nitong Ebola virus, paki-explain mo muna po sa amin kung ano po ba itong Ebola na ito at ano po ba yung mga symptoms na dala?
Yes, Angela. No? So
Mm.
Ebola is a viral type of infection. So ibig sabihin, napakaliit nitong mikrobyo na to because it's a virus. And usually, this is being carried by zoonotic animals. No,
Mhm.
like in the form for this Ebola, this is usually carried by monkeys or even fruit bats and even mga swine. No, and that's why in countries like Congo and Uganda, they always have this outbreak. I think this is now their 17th outbreak
Right.
of Ebola because they eat this type of animals. They usually, this is part of their livelihood. No, they hunt these animals, and that's why there's always a higher exposure for those individuals in this particular country. Now, the problem with this one is that this is a highly fatal type of virus. Why? The term alone is hemorrhagic fever. Ibig sabihin, pagka nagka-symptoms ka na nito, you'll end up dying because of severe bleeding, no? And a lot of times, if you have those body fluids within that person that is infected, this is the source of the infection. Why? In most of this outbreak, including this outbreak, there are also doctors and nurses who died taking care of these people who has the infection.
Doc, itong recovery rate nitong new strain, yung I think Bundi Bujo strain, no? Just how fatal is it and may possibility of recovery pag nagkaroon ng symptoms?
Yes, ang nangyayari dito ngayon, as long as you will be treated right there and then, no? Kumbaga, early ang management nadala sa hospital, mataas ang rate na makasurvive. But if you are already in the late stage of the infection, pang 5 araw mo na, 7 araw mo na meron kang lagnat, that's where the complication will set in. And that's the reason why the fatality here, the mortality is around 35 to 50%. Mataas talaga ang mortality nitong Ebola. But I would like to mention this, Angelo, no? This strain, the Bondibujo, is a very rare strain of the Ebola. The more common one is the Zaire strain,
That's right.
which has this country which already has a vaccine. May mga bakuna na to, no? But this one, they're not prepared for this kasi walang bakuna to. And in fact, yung mga unang nagka-infection na matay, they did not know what causes this because nag-negative sila doon sa Ebola test ng Zaire. But they found out it's the different strain, and that's why they had to recalibrate and make use of another test to detect this strain.
You mentioned, Doc, na basta kaagad maagapan ito, may possibility ng recovery. So, how fast do the symptoms set in kung yan ang critical stage?
Well, that's a good question. So if you are already exposed to an individual with that virus, no, it will take like 7 days to 14 days for you to develop the symptoms. Ganun kabilis siya, no? Ganun kabilis, no? So pag may symptoms ka na, that means you were exposed within that 7 days to 14 days from that individual. Pero pag immunocompromised ka, medyo matanda, o yung mga bata, mas mabilis ang kumakalat, mas mataas ang mortality.
Paano po ba nagkakaroon ng iba't ibang strain? Like for this one, Ebola virus, di ba? Meron po itong Budibunjo, the strain. So, paano po ba nade-develop yung mga strain sa virus? Kasi may ibang mga virus na merong mababa lang yung ano niya,
Mortality.
yung mortality rate niya, tawag doon yung mababa lang yung kanyang yung tapang, 'di ba, nung virus. Meron namang virus na sobrang taas nung tapang ng virus. Paano po ba 'yun nangyayari?
Yes, that's a very good question, Angela. No? So, bibigyan natin ng konteksto yan. No? Yung virus cannot survive without a living individual. So, ibig sabihin, it has to be in the body of either a person or an animal. No? So, itong Ebola, Bondibujo, I think the mutation has set in because the Zaire strain, meron ng bakuna. No? So, siguro, marami nang nabakunahan doon sa area yan. But this one, since wala siyang bakuna, doon sa mga monkeys or sa mga fruit bats, they were able to survive, and then na-infect nila yung tao, then it's in the individual na mga tao na nag-mutate siya since walang bakuna, and that's why it is now the one that is cause of the outbreak and not the usual Zaire strain. So nagme-mutate talaga siya doon sa katawan natin, whether you are a child, you are an elderly, it has the ability to mutate because it can survive there longer. Mhm.
So kumbaga Doc, based sa mga sinasabi nyo, no, kung ikaw isang health worker, the mere fact na you're in the same building lang with somebody who has it, kailangan i-manage na kaagad yung possible na sickness na pwede mong na makuha.
Yes, importante dito na malaman kagad nila na this is Ebola because it has an impact on how we should protect ourselves. No? Kagaya ng when you have Ebola, it rarely or it cannot be transmitted through talking or just mention or umuubo. No, it should be touching the fluid, and then that fluid, body fluid of that individual, goes to your body through touching your nose or touching your mucosal area. That's the most common mode of transmission. So pag ganon, makikita nila na meron na tong signs of Ebola, then they have to implement yung infection control by wearing the necessary personal protective.
But what about here in the Philippines, Doc? Do you think are we adequately prepared to respond just in case magkaroon po ng suspected na Ebola virus dito locally?
Okay, so ang context ko dito is that Ebola, the virus or the monkey that's carrying this is not endemic in the Philippines. Ibig sabihin wala siya sa Pilipinas, no? So, ibig sabihin, imposible yan na magka-Ebola tayo galing dito sa Pilipinas, no?
Yeah.
So, ang mangyari niyan, it should be coming from a person
Right.
in a country where Ebola is endemic
Prevalent,
at babalik dito sa Pilipinas, tapos magka-symptoms, tapos doon niya matransmit sa tao, no?
Yeah.
So, the most important way of prevention is really border control. To screen lahat ng mga nanggagaling sa ibang bansa na meron ngayong mga kaso, tapos they have to be monitored for symptoms, and when they have symptoms, they will be quarantined. No? So that's always the first step for us to really control and prevent the entry of Ebola.
Pero paano po yun, Doc? Kasi kanina sabi nyo, di ba, hindi ka agad nakikita nagmamanifest yung symptoms.
Symptoms.
Pero, pwede na bang makapanghawa ang isang tao na kahit wala pa siyang sintomas, pero meron na pala siyang virus sa loob?
Okay, the most infectious stage of the virus is that during the 24 to 48 hours bago lumabas yung symptoms, and then during the time that when he is symptomatic during the first 7 days. Yun yung pinaka most highly infectious ng virus na to. Kaya napaka-importante yung information na halimbawa galing ka doon sa bansa na to, tapos
Right.
pagdating mo sa Pilipinas, meron kang sintomas na ubo, lagnat, ganun, you have to inform the authority para at least ma-isolate, ma-quarantine yung isang tao.
Mabilis na lang, Doc. Ano po yung testing kit na ginagamit dito sa Ebola? Do we have it here in the Philippines?
Well, before, during the 2014-2016, I think it was made available here in the Philippines. Remember the 2014-16, we have the Ebola outbreak in this country. Tapos nag-declare din ang WHO ng public health emergency. So I would say we have the test through RITM, and gano'n naman yan eh. Pag mayroong mga outbreak, WHO will see to it that countries that are preparing will also make use of possibility of make available the testing kit.
Okay.